They come out that way of the pit lane. So we'll have a look here for Enigma in the Haas F1 car. The sole Haas driver once again at his team's Grand Prix, I guess. Home Grand Prix, something like that. In the country of the Star-Spangled Banner. Just on his outlap, trying to prepare the tyres. Karnak's also left the session, that's a little bit worrying. They should be able to get back in, as it is on friends to join. Number 10, Enigma. 10 gone. Storm the King has rejoined. Who left when we were loading in, and Karnak has joined. No signs of Milik, I believe, which is unfortunate. Hopefully he can get in soon, our championship leader. Actually, it's round 3, isn't it? I think, maybe. I'm not too sure, to be honest. Right, let's have a look then. So the track begins to get a little bit more dizzy. He looks up actually going into the final corner. That's going to hurt him as he runs up towards the line for his first race of the season. The first race of the season? I don't know what I'm on about anymore. Round 2. And Nolan's had his first exam today. That was nice for him. So I can hear somebody talking in the background there. That's a bit weird. And they're coming down now to the hairpin. Braking nice. Opens up the exit quite nicely actually there. Ooh, a little bit of back end slide coming out. As he drives down the straight as fast as he can. It's definitely on for a decent lap. I'm not too sure what a good lap around here is, to be honest. It's a little bit of a strange circuit, the Circuit of the Americas. Probably is one of my more favoured ones, I must admit. This off-camber triple turn does remind me a little bit of the Turkey track, even though it's sort of pointing the wrong way, as we watch Enigma come across the line and set a 1 minute 37.1. Watch Skillet come across his final lap. Milik has also rejoined. See how he does as he crosses the line. He also does a 1:57.7. Oh, see, Enigma is actually the fastest driver out on track at the moment. SQ also on a fastish lap. Watch Aiden, who seems to be on in lap by the looks of that first corner. Z-Tykes comes around the final corner to set a 1:39 flat. Karnak as well. Coming around along S section. Probably could have carried a little bit more speed through there. And he crosses the line now to set a... Oh, never mind, he's stunting a lot. That was a little bit of a letdown. I'll actually ride on board with him. Why not? I like this sort of camera angle. You can see definitely how he takes the corners with speed. You can hear really does chuck it in. Probably looks a little bit cautious through there, I'll be honest. But as long as you don't scrub off too much speed, which I don't think he's doing that badly, you can really gain the time through this circuit. See brakes here. Really want to turn in a bit later and then open up this corner a bit more. Indeed, Moscow F1 2017. Boy, you should be playing F1 2016 with us today. But unfortunately, you are not, you traitor. Brakes in second gear. Touches the apex actually quite nicely. Touches the corners. Doesn't go for the apex, goes for the white line. The wide line, not white line. Does open up the turn. Now through this corner, let's see how much speed he can carry. Keeps it nice and tight to the apex. Runs out wide and cuts the car back in very nicely. Keeping it within the white lines like we like to see here. Hitting that final apex. And powering out to do a 137.3. I couldn't get my words out. Thanks there, who I believe's already done a lap. We could be on our second round of laps, I'll be honest by now. It's getting to that sort of point, isn't it? Trying to hold conversations while doing this. It's not the easiest of things, I must admit. We might have to tell them to do one soon. Crystal Catcher probably out on a P. But can you blame him? Wombeto on a lap here in his Toro Rosso. Coming in now to the more technical, slow section. Yep. Bit of a funny little section. A lot different to the rest of the track, I must admit. So he goes now around the long right-hander. Gets that apex. Puts it onto straight. A little bit of tail wagging there. The runner behind him does seem to have caught up quite a bit. Ooh, very wide on that last corner. Won't affect him too long as the lane isn't that far away. It's a 39 flat. We'll have a look at our timing screen as of now. Phil on the soft tyres, quicker than Karnak on the super soft. From Enigma, from Skillet, whose name I'm pronouncing very well. Vioxicon soft tyres as well. SQ back on the supers. Z takes Samster, Aiden on the softs, DNX Rage on the super softs. Crystal on the softs, Wombo on the softs. I mean, it goes in a pattern here. You can see it. And Salah, myself, and Milik not on a time, but we've just seen Milik do a purple sector there. Let's see if we can find him. There he is, the man on a mission. As he actually cuts quite a bit of curb there. That wasn't nice to see, I must admit. But we'll see now as he drives down this straight. There might be a few overtakes to be made here. Come race day. Again, he's using all of the track and a bit more. That was a nice corner there. See how he's going to take this one. Just touching the apex. That's the way we like to do it. And through here he goes flat. That was nice actually through there. He keeps it a lot tighter than you saw Karnak do it a few laps ago. Gets it through there. Short shifting, turning into fourth just to get the apex in. And it runs maybe a little bit wider. Not his best lap, I'll admit, but he goes a 1:36.9 in P2, which means somebody set a faster lap for P1. Oh no, I apologise. Phil's there. It's very close up at the top. Phil actually still on the soft tyres, ironically. Be interesting to see. Storm the King looks like he's going to heat up his tyres. Salah as well, also on his out and first lap. Watch him as he goes very wide there. That's not good for Salah. Come down now into the braking zone. Again, turning in way too early. Why do we see people doing this? I'll never know. You really sort of want to open up that corner nonetheless anyway. So it does get you onto this massive DRS straight. like I said, is going to be very important for the race. I'm not going insane. There is somebody talking, isn't there? I don't know. I feel like I'm going mad. Going insane in the membrane, as they say. But we see Salah sort of timid through there. Probably could have dropped it down into second and got a bit more power going. He seems to take that first bit a little bit too tight. Does sort of sacrifice the exit on those last few corners. Going through there in fourth gear. Not bad, but again, just not taking the speed you'd be expecting from him. And he absolutely massacres that final corner. Jesus. Comes across the line to do a 39.3. Salah not finding the pace. And while we're here, we shall have a look at the weather for the race. If we can. I'm hitting F2. It's not working. So can I? If I... Oh, fucking hell, what's why? There we go. It's going to be cloudy for the race. Again, that took more effort than needed to be. Oh, Wombo not even hitting that apex there on that outlap. That's also on an outlap. Aiden XG on an outlap. DNX Rage. Watch him from the off-board camera. In P10 currently. He'll be starting on his same set of tyres. And we hope he can get in there. Actually, that Mercedes all over the back of him. Who's that? It's probably Aiden there, isn't it? No, if Aiden's also on a lap, it's quite interesting because he's going to get the slipstream. It's going to really help him out. It's going to hurt DNTX Rage. Actually, DNTX Rage might get a second sort of bite at the cherry. He does actually look to the inside. That's going to hurt his lap. My F1 commentary is shite. Well, there you go, Ben. Nice to hear. So much DNTX Rage. Going through the final few slow corners, now onto the big long right-hander, the triple apex. It's a difficult section. Like I say, it does remind me of that Turkey complexes. Wow, that was a bit strange. He actually comes into the lap. I think that lap, he's realised, is no good. I'll actually go on to board with Aiden, if we can find him as he comes across the line. Still watching the stream though. Nice to see Nick. Still watching the stream. What other things? Aiden now on a flying lap apparently. I thought he was on a flying lap last lap, but he won't get the toe of slipstream that he did last lap. Through the S sections. Oh, through this here little again, it's like another sort of little S section. This here corner's going to sort of really sacrifice it so you can get the next corner flat out, so you can get a good run really into this here hairpin. She seems to do. He does take that little bit of a wider line I was talking about. Lets him carry a bit more speed in now onto the straight, getting the DRS open as early as possible. Now chilling out until he hits the apex, until he hits the braking zone even. Hi, I'm New You're Good. Thank you very much, JT Gaming. Do you like to pretend here? This commentary is almost as good as my driving, and my driving is, well, let's just say you don't see it for very long, as I'm normally out and crashed out. But oh well. So we see now Aiden coming through the final few corners, trying to carry as much speed as possible as he hits that final apex quite well actually, and comes across the line to do a 37.600. That puts him 8th place on the grid. Let's have a quick look at our grid for the moment. Phil's still actually out there, and he's done a second quicker than Milik. Wowee! That's mental. Bloody hell. How has he done that? That is insane, that lap. Jesus. But from second to fourth, it looks very, very tight. And then even a little bit far behind there, Phil now just needs to not get a little bit too excited, and we're going to have to see now if he can keep his head Keep his cool. This is, oh, well, we're still watching Aiden. We don't care about you, Aiden. Especially as last time we were in qualifying, he out-qualified me, so... That was rude of him. What's... Skintillic. That was probably the best attempt of his name I've done so far this season. I called him Skillet. And that's pretty much what his name is to me, so there you go. He's coming through the hairpin now. Onto the long straight. I hope to see a lot of overtaking into here. But hopefully, won't be too many incidents into the hairpin down at the bottom. As that one is a little bit of a funny one. That Haas getting very nicely out of the way. That will be Enigma. Very nice to see. In Australia, Australia. I can't even think of what a good time is around there, mate. Like I said, the only target I have on that is still from the F1 2009 game, and you wanted to get 1 minute 29, and that was pretty decent. So I'm not sure how that's changed. Skillet goes up into P3 there with a final good section. English. Right, Skillet, he retires from the session, as you'd expect. Anybody out? He's in a garage, he's in garage, he's in garage. They're all on... Oh, that's what... Oh, they're on flying left, I thought I meant. As in, he's on checkered flag. But, off to see here. Oh, you know what it might be? Hang on. That might be what the voice is, actually. I don't know. I don't know what's happening. Milik actually gets within 1/10 of Phil. So it shows that his lap is not completely... and utterly ridiculous. Like I said, he just needs to keep his cool. He's in position. Watch Wombo. Actually, still on the soft tyre. That's a little bit of an interesting call there. He goes up into P13. The NTX Rage's teammate in P12. And as we cut over now to see who's still on a lap, Salah and Yarmolenko. Yarmolenko not really doing as well as I was expecting. Yarmolenko normally fairly decent. From races such as even Project Cars when he did that. How do you do this? There we go. Nope. Stop it. Stop it. Game. Right, I'm hitting. Oh no, I'm not hitting. There we go. Wee. Let me get this. There we go. Camera angle I like for qualifying. I prefer it a little bit lower down the one so you can see where the car is driving from, but I feel like it's a little bit weird as well. Once you're on through the final few corners, he's 4/10 down at the moment. It's going to be difficult. Needs to find another second really on this lap, doesn't it? We'll have a look and see what he can do. Iceman has joined. Nice to see you, mate. Hopefully we'll be able to... I think that's Yarmolenko giving in and admitting his lap is not going to be good enough. That position's just weird for me to watch, I'll be honest. Right. Okay, let's see who's still out on track at the moment. Karnak. Don't know why they come into the garage, it doesn't annoy me, because now we gotta watch them drive in, and then it will do some weird thing, and then hopefully we'll get there in the end. So I take another sip of water because my mouth is getting quite dry and we are out of water. Good job we got past qualifying, and we'll do what we did last race because that seemed to work out quite nicely. Well, I've got no idea, Iceman. You should be able to... Oh, actually you weren't in qualifying, were you? You would have reviewed in the qualifying one. I'm not too sure now that you're in... You've jumped straight into the race, but we will have to see. I think, yeah, this is on, isn't it? That's what the voice is. I've got my phone beside me and I've got media on because we were watching something a minute ago. So, there we go. We've got my phone on so I can actually watch the chat. Because I'm too poor to afford two screens, which is honesty, I guess. So I'll look coming across the line. Wombo. And now I've got this flashy thing. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Oh, this does my head in, this. This does my head in. Right, come on, I just want to get to the point where we can see this. There we go. Phil from Milik, from Karnak, from Skillet, from Vioxic, from Enigma, from S-Cube, from Crystal, from Aiden, from Samster, from Salot, from Z-Tights, from DNTX Rage, from Wombo, from Yarmolenko, from Storm the King, from myself. But obviously I'm not racing. So we can leave the session now. We'll stop the stream for a quick second, and we shall rejoin once the racing has begun, or at least on the formation lap. See you then.